to follow the science. We also know that this won't be enough to end or reduce the lifespan, starting with 80 million by the end of June. We also know that this won't be enough to end or reduce the lifespan. This won't be enough to end or reduce the lifespan.
Long time no see. I had to change up a few things, but I'm back. I'm feeling a lot better, and just want to give you an updated report about what I've been up to. And I haven't really been wanting to use YouTube as much lately, and with big regret, because I want to give updates to you guys, but there's just so much censorship on YouTube, Facebook, and all the mainstream media platforms, social media sites. It's getting ridiculous. I had my Facebook account, 5,000 friends, just erased, gone, because I talked about the Fraudci. And as you can see, there was a big email dump. Lots of his emails came out exposed that he knew very well of some particular releases on the other side of the world, if you know what I mean. And it gets much deeper than that. So I gotta be really careful what I say here on this platform. I have been given complete unredacted about what's going on the other platforms like Minds, BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey. This is the Wild West of the free speech world. And I suggest that even if I'm not your cup of tea, eventually somebody that you really like is going to get kicked off of these major platforms, and they're going to end up over there. So you might as well just go ahead, sign up for all these other alternative platforms, because some of your favorite people are going to disappear, and you're going to wonder what happened to them. So it's not like I disappeared. I've been making some videos on the other platforms, so I encourage you to join up with me over there. And I got some really interesting updates regarding the spikes, regarding what you can do, regarding what they knew, when they knew it, why they're doing it, the connections. And it's pretty sad. I had a neighbor, and I would talk over the fence with him sometimes. I hadn't seen him in a while. And it was weird. I hadn't seen him for a couple months, and I usually, every couple weeks or something, we would kind of talk over the fence. And I never knocked on his door before, and I just felt this weird feeling, I needed to talk to him. These times that we're living in, that so many people are just taking that jumping right off the cliff. So my intuition told me, go over there. And that's not like me to knock on anybody's door, but I did. And I talked to the wife, and she's like, you didn't know? My husband, he's gone. I go, what do you mean he's gone? He's like, yeah, he died. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of wearing these masks. And she's like, oh, don't worry. I got my vaccines. I'm all up to date now. Got the stinger. And I shook my head, because I did 2 + 2. I came up with the conclusion that if she got hers, then he probably got his. And he's gone. So I didn't want to ask her point blank, oh, did he get it, I didn't want to be that guy at that moment. But common sense told me that's probably what happened. So you come to your own conclusions, I'll come to mine. And I had another neighbor across the street from me. And I was really worried about him, because he was so much into that distancing stuff. Like, he was scared to go near me or anybody else. And he'd be that guy that wears 2 masks. So those are the really people you gotta watch out for. Or try to at least warn them, but it's like trying to break through a diamond, trying to reach their brain. He was telling me that he did one of those famous mRNAs, ones that Billy Goats endorses, and the old Fraudci was pushing. And then he tells me, oh man, I got herpes on my face. He actually broke out herpes on his face. So I guess the mask was covering up some of the herpes and stuff. So maybe that's good for him. Maybe he'll keep his mask on longer. But this is a guy who should not have took it. He already had problems with his gut and stuff. Then my other neighbor, I did not reach him in time. I feel really bad because I've tried to make an effort over the past few months to talk to people about this, to try to wake them up before they go on with the experimental. And the whole family got it. Luckily, I was able to talk to the kid first. Like, hey, man, you're strong, man. You don't need this. You have like a 99.98% chance of living. Like, don't do it, brother. The wife, she didn't look the same. They didn't have the same smile on her face. She looked unhappy. She had the big black bags around her eyes. I never noticed that before. So she probably wasn't sleeping very well. And hopefully she didn't get the second one. But the propaganda's strong. Please head over. I get more in depth on these issues below in the description box. I have some amazing interviews from some doctors that have been kicked off of YouTube. Some doctors that actually worked with the Fraudci. Until then, stay free.